right, recaps. Only 2 things this week. Adventure Time and Steven. Let's start with Adventure Time. This was a more fun episode than we predicted last week.
Yay!
Huzzah!
I like this one.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun to see Susan Strong just, like, go on an adventure.
Yeah, it was great.
With the baby. It's like...
The baby.
No, not baby!
and her, like, her two also cool lady friends. Like, that was cool. It's just like, it's all ladies. They all kick ass. Why not? Fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They never address it. They never make a big deal out of it. That's a powerful way to depict this thing. You know, we're past the point where you have to draw attention to the fact that girls can do shit too. Just show them doing shit. Yep. That's Avatar. That's Airbender versus Korra. Run with it.
Yep.
And they were super cute. There's a panda lady and the mouse lady who I think was new or just a background character before.
Has the fish people gotten better with English? Because I felt like they were talking more in this one than the last 2 appearances.
Maybe they just don't talk to other people because they are scary, skittish.
Yeah.
It could be either one. Because, like, keep in mind, the show progresses in almost real time. It's been years. It's been, like, at least a year in universe since we last saw Susan Strong.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, this episode starts off with Finn, Jake, BMO, and Marceline outside of some abandoned gas station, waiting for the delivery of this month's delivery of the soda.
Basically, it's basically Slurm.
Super Porp.
Super Porp. Yeah.
It's Slurm.
It's Slurm.
Yeah.
Like, this whole episode is like the Slurm Futurama thing. Only creepier somehow.
Creepier and less Willy Wonka jokes.
Yeah. And it was just kind of fun.
Do that line, Tooch.
Wimmy wham wham wazzle.
He knew what line I was talking about. Yes. We're good friends.
I liked Jake skateboarding on a skateboard he made out of himself.
With the helmet out of his
knee pads. And BMO's just freaking the hell out.
I know. Like, why does BMO care about this soda? But BMO does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that this Super Porp soda has been around since pre-Mushroom War. And we're like, what? And Finn is like, or Jake, I don't remember which, was like, we could have an expansive adventure where we go understand the secret of the mystery of Super Porp and enlighten ourselves, or we could just continue to drink it and not question a good thing.
Yeah, that was Jake.
Yeah.
Because at the very end of the episode, when obviously the whole thing topples, Jake's just like, I jinxed it!
Oh, is that what he said?
I think so.
That makes a lot of sense.
So then we cut to Susan Strong and Buttopia, and the Super Porp delivery is being made down there, but they try to take a baby, and Susan Strong's not having it, so she and her pals
jump 80 feet in the air to chase these robots.
And save that baby.
And they go through the factory. And all this stuff. The money moment, the moment that like evoked an actual audio reaction from me, was that we see Susan Strong unmasked.
Yes.
And she has no gills.
No.
And she's got like a metal plate in the side of her head. So she's like at least part cyborg.
Something.
Yeah. And it makes her hair look really cool.
Yeah. Because undercuts are objectively cool.
I mean, Cheryl had one too, the Super Porp mascot.
Yeah.
Cheryl was cute.
I love Cheryl.
I like Cheryl a lot.
I like Cheryl.
I love how angry Susan was at Cheryl.
But she hates Cheryl in that way that people just like have no reason to hate something they hate. It's that same like I don't know. I just fuck Cheryl. God.
Oh, Susan was great.
Yeah.
And
so I mean, it's one
was like made out of the bodies of the people who made it. It's not entirely clear. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Shit.
But, I mean, this is kind of standard Adventure Time stuff. We got an answer to what Susan looks like under her mask. But now we don't know why.
Yep.
Yuck.
Find out next week, maybe, but probably not.
Next year.
All right, then Steven.
Steven. This was I guess, yeah, it was a lighter episode than what we've had recently.
Yeah. It's a Connie episode.
The Connie episode.
Yay, Connie.
She's such a nerd.
Ikidakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Fucking weeb.
So this one was very relevant to the kind of fucking weather we've been having, and that they got snowed it in.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, like, good job predicting the winter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they just went off of last year. Like, last year was fucking horrible. It's gonna be horrible again because nothing gets better, ever.
The Earth is dying.
I'm gonna be really glad when this winter's over. The only thing I'm gonna miss is peacoats.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna be really glad when the Earth does finally just fucking die.
Well, that too, but like...
This was a wash. Just start over.
Let's just cash in our chips and see ourselves out. But no, So Steven is trying to get Connie back to her house before the snowstorm hits, but they keep goofing off because they want to hang out with each other more because they're good friends.
There's a lot of Greg in this episode, too, which is fun.
Yeah, Greg.
I love Greg's... I love when they're trying to dress Greg up to impress Connie's parents, and he comes out with the disco uniform. And Steven's like, I cannot lie, that is the greatest outfit ever worn by anyone.
I agree. Great.
It was like, yeah, what about this shirt? Scream's responsible. That's the shirt you wore the last time you met them. They're going to think you have only one nice shirt. I do have only one nice shirt. That's a very real problem to have.
Yeah. He just, like, admits, he's like, for some reason, Connie's parents think I'm responsible. I gotta keep up that image.
Yeah. I mean, he knows he lives in a van.
Yeah.
Outside of a washing garage.
It's hard to not know that you live in a van.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you live.
Oh, God.
But anyway, the episode keeps going, and every time something fucks up, like, Steven goes back in time and is like, what, and tries to do things differently, and every time he does, he goes back even farther and fucks it up even more.
He goes back to the decision that led to the fuck up.
Yeah. And it's triggered by this pattern on Greg's disco suit, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe is an Asanoha pattern, which is basically, it's a Japanese pattern for, they're like these geometric, like, hemp leaves, and the whole, like, thing is that it's supposed to represent the different paths that we take in life, like the branches of a hemp leaf, and the center is the path that we do end up taking in life. And I was like, huh, that's neat, because it's sort of that shape, kind of, on the jacket. Because every time they flash back, it shows that image. So I was like, that image is probably significant, because the writers of the show are smart, so...
Yeah, they're smart, and they like Japanese things. This is an all-American shoujo, basically. Steven Universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then at the end, it's sort of like, Garnet actually just gave him the future sight, because he goes back to the end, and Garnet's like, oh yeah, I did that.
I wanted you to understand
how fucked up causality is. You 12-year-old child, go off and have fun.
This is every day for me!
And then they, had the best possible outcome, and Steven and Greg stayed at Connie's parents' house, and they were welcomed, and Steven and Connie got to watch the snow fall together.
Silently, creepily watch the snow.
Yeah, like I was ready for that scene to get heavy, because she comes down silently, nobody says anything, she sits down next to Steven, I'm like, are they gonna smooch? Because, like, the Steven Universe, I mean, they're like 10. If you're below a certain age, you cannot kiss, it's just smooching.
Yep.
And if you're above a certain age, you can't smooch. Unless it's like your kids, or nephews, or whatever.
You can only familial smooches.
Yeah, so I thought that's where that was going to go, and I'm glad it didn't, because it wasn't building up to that, and it's not really their relationship.
They've already had an indirect kiss. That's plenty for now.
They had an indirect kiss and experienced the gem equivalent of fucking.
I'm not sure that we can make those sorts of claims about fusion. But
okay.
Sure.
They had a very spiritually intimate experience with gem fusion.
Yes.
How's that?
Yeah.
I won't get an email from Ian Jones Core that just says stop it.
Well, no, because remember at MagFest, he just shouted to the masses to get weird.
Man, I was watching him say that, and I'm like, Ian, you don't do that. I'm gonna have to deal with this. I just care about me right now.
Oh man, so yeah, that was a super. I mean, and also it showed us, a little more, kind of like the Adventure Time episode. It showed us a few seconds of plot that made us that asked more questions than it answered.
Oh yeah, because the whole thing the gems were doing. Holy crap!
Yeah, the gems were trying to Well, it was pretty simple actually. The gems were just trying to teleport a bomb to blow up the main teleporter. But then they were like, "Oh, they'll probably just find some other way." But it's like, yeah, but so they're behind the scenes. They're fighting a fucking war basically.
Well, Steven's like, I just want to make snowballs.
Yeah,
they're fighting a cold war
because it's cold because of the snow. Because they're snowed in. And it's an actual Cold War, I know. Okay.
But yeah, we don't know how old they are because school is never mentioned in the show.
No, it is. It
is. It was that one episode.
Yeah, Connie goes to school and Steven just doesn't.
Yeah, Steven's home.
He's like...
Because the gems don't know what school is.
Yeah, really? There's what episode was that? I don't remember that.
I don't... let me see if I can look that up.
But it was a Connie episode. Yeah, because Steven was like, Connie, can I come over? Steven wanted to hang, and Connie was like, I can't, Steven, I have school. And he just goes, oh, right. He wasn't 100% sure. Steven didn't even really understand what exactly school was.
I think he may have actually gone, school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he explained it to Pearl based off of Connie's explanation, and Pearl was like, this sounds like the greatest perfect thing, and tried to teach Steven things, and yeah, it was good.
Oh, I totally forgot.
I'm on the Steven Universe wiki, and it looks like the photos on the sidebar are OCs. They're color swaps.
Well then, I think that's a good sign.
They've made it. They've arrived.
Looks like we made it.
Congratulations!
So yeah, fun episode. My girl Lauren Zook did clean up for the scene where Amethyst goes, that's a 411, yo.
That sounds like a scene that she would do.
Yeah.
Or clean up.
The episode, by the way, is Mirror Gem.
Oh, yeah. See, I've only seen that once. That's why I don't remember.
Yeah. Have we talked about how much I love Lauren Zook on this show?
Yes.
Yeah, I love her too now, though.
Yeah. I indoctrinated. She's so great. I can't wait until we see more episodes she's worked on.
Yeah, her and the other person on Steven Universe that I've followed before they worked on Steven Universe. Her name's Amber something, but her Twitter handle's Ego Matter, and they're like bestest not straight lady buddies all over the Twitter, and I love it.
Right, I think that's our episode. Oh, also, one other thing, and we're not going to talk about this in detail because most people haven't seen it, but if you have a cable login, you can go to Disney XD and watch the next episode of Star for free.
Well, it's not the next episode.
It's an episode.
It's an episode. I believe the Mystery of Gravity Falls stream had a stream of it. I don't know if you can still watch it on there. I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another episode preview. The show still isn't coming out till, I believe, March 10th, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was cute. I liked it. All right, so shoutouts. Let's see. Mario Mendoza said, I commission if you guys did an episode where you guys talk about Codename Kids Next Door.
It's definitely going to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. Do you want to pay us? Is that what you're saying? Because we'll take your money.
Absolutely.
And then Mr. Awesome Potato said, could you guys talk more about Gravity Falls? We would, but there hasn't been.
We have talked
episodes.
about it as much as we can. Every time more happens, we talk about it more. We love the show.
It's
Give
best.
us more show.
Yeah.
But thank you for using #EatTheBoomers. Very much appreciate that. Also, he said we should absolutely do Duck Dodgers, and I agree.
I totally agree. It's underrated, absolutely.
Yeah.
Duck Dodgers. What else?
I have a shout out.
We had a that email about somebody talking about Samurai Jack.
Yeah. Is that the same shout out, Tooch?
No, somebody tweeted me specifically on Twitter about the Toon Goons, because I was just talking about the gorillas because I love them so much, and somebody replied like, "What would you think about having an entire Toon Goons episode on gorillas?" And I've brought that up with you guys before,
and it's a possibility.
It'd be a really different episode structure wise, but I would love to.
We'll wait until Phase 4 drops so we have more to talk about.
Yeah,
that just means their 4th album, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've only ever really listened to Demon Days. I don't know anything about their lore. I just think they make good songs.
They do make good songs.
I think they made the best song to ever chart at #1 on, like, the radio.
Which was...
Feel Good Inc.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's my favorite radio hit ever.
In our lifetime.
Well, my personal favorite.
Right. Yeah, we got a lovely email from Zora. Nikki, do you want to read it?
Yeah, sure. From Zora Yarden. Just wanted to write a little email about a few musings I had with Samurai Jack since I just listened to your awesome episode and I thought you might appreciate them.
Thank you.
So, of course, you guys made a note that any given episode of Samurai Jack can be about anything, but if you consider that Samurai Jack is about everything, Genndy Tartakovsky has said that the inspiration of Samurai Jack was black versus white on red.
I did read that. I forgot to mention it on the episode.
To say, good versus evil. Jack, as our hero, has literally trained all around the world so he can fight any imaginable style he wants. And he can be any kind of hero the story calls for. This is why his personality is such a blank slate, too. Other than the ultimate do-gooder. He can be an ancient Greek-style hero like Ulysses, or a modern-style gangster hero, even a sci-fantasy hero like Luke Skywalker. Even Aku, his arch-nemesis, can be anything he wants. He is not only a wizard, who can do anything with magic, but also a shapeshifter, so can take on any form, and kind of personification of evil. Samurai Jack is not just a cool-looking art action show, it's about the very nature of genre stories themselves. Also take into consideration the name Samurai Jack, which you made a comment that it was an odd name for a samurai. There's actually an old rule in script writing and storytelling that you should never name your main character Jack. Because Jack was once such a popular name for heroes, every hero was named Jack. So by naming his hero Jack, Genndy is saying that he is the every hero. Please keep up the good work. I look forward to your future podcasts. I rewatched The Brave Little Toaster because of your review, which I had also not seen since I was 3. Thank you so much for the email. And if you also have... I love this kind of stuff. If somebody has other smart shit to say that we forgot to say because we weren't smart enough, or because we talked for 3 fucking hours, please email this in. I love generating this kind of discussion. We all do. We'll make this interactive. Web 10.8. We upgraded since last week.
Yeah.
Can't keep up.
Yeah, but no, I totally think you're right, because I remember reading that, like, when Genndy and his writers were coming up with episodes, they were just like, okay, what was the coolest thing when you were a kid? Let's make an episode about that. So it really was just genre playing, and I think you hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah. That was great. And is there something else?
I think that's all I've got. But I just want to thank everybody, all of our followers and
You're the best.
Likers and
all the Goonsters.
Great.
You guys are great, and I love you. Thank you.
Okay, you can find us on Twitter at the Toon Goons, Tumblr, thetoongoons.tumblr.com, email us at the Toon Goons. You can find us on SoundCloud, the Toon Goons, iTunes, the Toon Goons, YouTube, the Toon Goons podcast. We're gonna have some more goofs going up pretty soon.
Yes.
All right. So next week we are talking about Bob's Burgers. Another one of those shows that it's like, wait, have we not talked about this yet? Because it's that good. You can find seasons 1 through 3 on Netflix. Everything of season 5, which is ongoing, on Hulu Plus. With regular Hulu, you can only see the last 5. Season 4, I think you're on your own. I mean, you can buy it off of Amazon and probably iTunes, but I guess for like streaming services, I don't know.
Man,
it's a great show. I mean, you really need to be watching it.
Absolutely.
Yep, and it's about time we talk about it.
All right. So, we're gonna. I've been Nikki.
I've been Nina.
And I've been Tooch.
Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Later
Later days.